news, everyone. It's the third event of the day, of today, week 4, day 2 of the LEC League of Legends European Championships. These are your two casters on the screen. At the moment, it's me though, talking over this lovely stream where we will have Fnatic face off against SK. We'll see if Fnatic will fall short again as of yesterday to Schalke 04 to the roster of SK, which has been through a bunch of changes. We now have Lilip in the support role. Treats is still jungling. And we'll see where this draft phase will have us. Fnatic, obviously, as you can see here, Whippo, Adam, Niski, good mood, upset with a casual German smile on his face. As you know, Germans don't laugh. Fnatic opting with the Akali first ban, which is understandable. You know, Akali is still a force to be reckoned with. We see a Renekton ban. Obviously, Adam famous for his Renekton and also Olaf pick. The Xin Zhao ban from the side of Fnatic. Xin Zhao on this patch obviously is still a strong jungler. Not giving it away for free. Most of the early game or meta threats will be eliminated. Let's get taking our time on this pick though. So what are you going to really opt into? Maybe pick off something that you don't want on to upset. Maybe a Kalista, maybe a Tristana or something, but it will be the Nocturne ban. Fnatic will answer with maybe something different. We'll see what it will be. Will it be something towards the AD carry role, or will they ban out some say mid laners maybe to target blue a little bit and narrow down the draft options for them? They will ban Kalista themselves. Kind of interesting. So what will SK respond with? Maybe go for the casual AD carry ban. As mentioned, Tristana has been played by Upset. Kalista has been played by Upset. I don't think he played Varus yet. I'm not really sure though. I can't remember on top of my head. So this could be an option too, but it will be the Thresh ban in the end. Adam now on the first pick will go for the Gwen. No harm, no foul. Gwen, obviously, as stated before, strong meta pick. Very good in the duel of the top side and also in team fights. Gen X with the mean looks, hovering the Aatrox, obviously, most famous or most well known for his Aatrox, locking in the Lee Sin though. If it may be a jungler or a top laner, we are not quite familiar yet. We see Teemo hover. We haven't seen Teemo in ages. Competitive, most likely never. So is Garen. Except I think Garen has been played in one competitive game, if I can recall. But that's been, I don't know when. The Tristana pick. Will this be the Kai'Sa? Funnily enough, we haven't seen any Aphelios or Xayah picks this meta so far, or in this stages of the game so far in the LEC. Still, I think it might be something to look into since the recent changes to them, but obviously depends. Sometimes you just have your most accustomed champion pool. We see the Viego, we see the Kai'Sa. So all Fnatic already kind of in the into your face / mid-rangey department of champion picks, whereas SK still has to pick one more champion to either pick a top laner or jungler into roster of Fnatic. They're opting into the Chase. Interesting choice. Chase obviously also very strong as of now. So if he has like 2 items completed with a Eclipse and Moral Mana, obviously a threat in almost any lane. But this definitely sells that Chase will most likely be in the mid lane department, so Niski can choose his answer accordingly. We haven't seen a jungle yet, so Viego could still be in the mid lane. So I wonder if they will ban the Karthus here, because Whippo has shown a strong performance on the Karthus. And it will be the Rakan and the Nautilus ban instead, because supports have not been shown. This is kind of the target ban towards Niski to lock out the Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate kind of popular again, since I think on this patch, mage items have been reduced in gold cost, so the kind of control mage meta can re-evolve or come back to life, kind of. We have only seen like once though by Larson and a couple of Twisted Fate games. We see the LeBlanc ban from the side of Fnatic. Don't want to enable too much hard engage. LeBlanc already also has shown a strong appearance so far in the LEC. We see the Braum pick, very safe kind of setup for the side of SK. As we've seen in the game before, right? Some sort of this kind of stay in the back and protect, and then have Lee Sin kind of mess up the front line of whatever team you're facing. Here is a most accustomed pike pick for the Mr. Hilly Sang. What will be the mid lane pick for Niski, I wonder, though? Because I think that Whippo will play this Viego in the jungle, or we will see something different. Who knows? Karthus obviously here in the cards, because there is a bunch of AD on the side of Fnatic, but it will not be the Karthus. It will be the Silas, the man in chains. Most hated mage. Kind of obviously still not balanced. But it will be Silas. And here we see, obviously, like yesterday, Fnatic with a very in-your-face, trying to jam it into your face kind of team composition. And it will be the Jace in the top lane. Mighty interesting. I don't know how Jace fares into Gwen, but we will find out soon enough. We have as a Ryze as the last pick. Ryze kind of finding his way back into the LEC as of this day, or as I think Humanoid played him the week prior, if I recall correctly. And I don't think that Niski will have a fun lane against blue here. I don't think. But we'll see. See what this boils down to. SK with a very strong comp here. In my opinion, a little bit more favor towards the SK side in terms of comp. But kind of a gimmicky lane. Jace, obviously a very hard champion to play. Gen X, though, I think will have most of the potential to apply tons of damage. I think that Jace can duel very strongly into the Gwen, but if he is on the range side, it will be mostly hard. Here is the load up into the Rift. Fnatic are versing SK, and we are seeing the players reintroduced here one more time before we see a map that we know and love, the Summoner's Rift. And we are live, and we see a quick engagement to the bot side jungle of SK. Fnatic already in, dipping and diving and testing the waters, whereas SK trying to set up for a top play and invading the Tribush, or the topside river bush from the Tribush. Yeah. So this is kind of what yeah, it's okay. It's fine. We've seen some of these moves before. Fnatic and SK trying to get each other to get an edge above each other pretty soon, and they will camp this blue buff, so they will hang around there. And SK has no vision. They have a sweeping lens though, so I wonder how this will. Oh no, treats. Oh no, treats. The flash button was a little too far off the finger. Wasn't able to flash over this wall. First blood for Fnatic, and here comes the early trace for Niski onto blue. The level 1 hit, if there's no minions around, is a bit favored towards the Silas if he hits the chains. And Whippo just starting off with the blue of SK's side, whereas Treats now has to retreat, play on words, and take his red buff. Maybe go for his own blue buff, because they have vision there. So they can steal it from Fnatic. Early skirmishes in the bot lane happening already. Lilip taking a huge chunk of damage, but so does Hilly. Exhaust now on upset. Hilly is almost about to die, but will heal up this missing HP. Here comes the next hook. Also, threaded by the minion. Holy crap. This hook is not easy to hit. Very decent hits by Hilly here. Early aggression in the bot lane happening already. So it's going down, boys. It's going down, boys and girls. Upset and Hilly already coming out on top on these trades, being allowed to take the push here. Now Treats looking to take the blue buff away from Whippo, but Whippo already on the prowl on his way to the blue buff. Always obviously expecting that this is an option, and he is one level up on Treats, and he has Smite almost ready, so Treats has to run away because he is in the level disadvantage here. Trade still going on in bot lane. Now Jesu is in Hilly taking a huge chunk of damage, but the Bromstun is alive and kicking, and now the jump reset of Jesu. Jesu is now diving in, and Upset has to run away. A little bit too over-aggressive for the side of for the bottom side of Fnatic here. Going in a little too deep, and the Smite War has been won on the Crux for Treats, and the push power of Gen X and SK, or of SK Blue, allow now a fight around the blue buff, and this is already turning into a massive fiesta here. What is going on in this game? Adam now on the zone with his Gwen. Nisqy now in the thick of it, and this is death for blue. The Rise, not the most mobile champion, being locked up by the CC of Sylas. Nisqy here doing a good job of locking that down. There's a stun follow up by the Ruined King, and early leads develop for Fnatic, whereas their bot lane blundered a little bit. Being a little bit too over aggressive here, and yeah, this is kind of what to expect from a Fnatic versus SK game, right? SK is down on a winning record of 1-7, whereas Fnatic is on 5-3. They're already showing up strong, showing their prowess and the knowledge, and trying to bully SK pretty much off this map here, taking them off the rift as fast as they can to transition into a decent mid game and carry this lead towards the end. Now, we will have, as first dragon, we will have the Ocean Dragon. So it will be either the Infernal, the Ocean, the Mountain, or the Cloud Soul. Just a vision established here for Nisqy, so he is safer and not getting ganked onto his lane, whereas Gen X and Adam are just battling it out in the top lane. By the looks of it, it is kind of even in this sort of matchup. Whippo now on the side of his jungle, clearing out his wards, and Treats is just on the receiving end of a massive beating. First Blood really messing up his jungle pathing, now very behind Whippo. If they ever meet in the jungle, I think it will be a very clear choice towards who you favor in those skirmishes. Then Treats now not really sure where to go, try to path bot, but there's no option to gank anyone. Now running to his wolves and clearing that up. Bot side has to push. There could be an attempt on the dragon though, because Treats is still around and he could just walk down there with the help of Braum and Tristana, so Jesu and Lilith that is. Just take the dragon if they really want to, but as of now, they're just trying to clear out their jungle. Now the blast cone taken for Lilith. The Q goes a little bit wide, Hilly not being hit, but gets the stun off. Nothing happening here. So, yeah, just the lane kind of established, kind of even. Now Treats is just here showing some presence to share some gold with blue and zoning Nisqy off of those minions. He still gets the cannon though. Cannon minions, boys. Important. Adam and Gen X kind of in their own little island here, just farming up. Gen X slightly up in the farm department though. A little bit ahead in CS. Not the end of the world. And as Sylas is accustomed to range matchups, not really liked, but still able to sustain in his lane, kind of a little bit. Hilly now trying to get the play going, but the shields of Braum. But will this be the kill here? Lilith is very low, but so is Hilly. But here comes the Whippo man. Whippo walking through the shadows or through the mist. Jesu and Lilith have to back away. Will this hook? No, this hook will not hit. Minion just steps in the way of this Braum. Get behind minion, Braum. Stand behind minion. Nothing else happening here. Treats. I mean, Treats is just... Okay, this is a decent play. Oh no, the chains go wide. Nisqy has to flash away, but will Nisqy die? Treats is... Oh, no. No, you're kidding. No, Treats. No, Treats. Ouch! That's a huge blunder by Treats. And the biggest problem is, right, that Whippo is already on his blue buff already, just on the reset, and is here to just challenge this the jungle of Treats once more. He's just all around the map, and Lilith tries to keep his minions off of his tower, but he's alone now, so there is no tower dive happening. Whippo not committing to the play here. But Man, Treats is really on the receiving end of some treatment here. This is real bad, or real grim looking for the side of SK. 1k gold already at the 7 and almost 8 minute mark. So I suppose that Fnatic will try to get this early game lead and translate it into an early herald if possible. So we see some vision established here by Niski, obviously, just to keep the midsection towards the herald covered. So has Adam warded the top side of the bush. So whenever Treats wanted to go for the herald, he will be spotted unless he Q jumps over the wall. On top of the herald, I think resonating strike is what it's called. I can barely remember. Now we see like that. Oh yeah, Bwipo and Niski are going in, trying to take this herald, obviously, establish even more pressure because this early game has been so favorable for them. Well executed plays, and Treats really blundered this mid play. This should not have happened. I mean, Niski should have died in any case, but he just barely lives, right? And then you can't just overcommit, and it's disaster, as some streamers might say. It's a disaster. So now Bwipo and Niski looking up for a play here. Blue out in the front, but he can just stun you if he wants to. Oh, the flash E onto Bwipo, and he just kills Blue outright and lives with the reset. The reset allows him to live. He should have died there if it weren't for the reset. Oh my days. Bwipo playing with fire. First drake of the game goes over to the side of SK. It is the Ocean Dragon. Next dragon to spawn will be the Mountain Dragon. And here's the setup for the bot side gank. Here comes a TP from GenX or from Blue. It is GenX, and here comes the gank. And the knockup. Oh, Upset with a flashback, getting exhausted, but Braum is here. Braum trying to tank, and GenX is in it. Upset is getting killed. But Hilly now in all sorts of trouble. The execute of his ultimate, not finishing off Lilip here. He has to run for the hills now. And he's just running and buying time, getting as far away as he can, using the timer to get the execute ready. Will Treat? No! Oh my god, he jumps into Treats! Oh no, he kills Treats! Oh no! Oh, disaster strikes again for Treats! Oh man! No! No way! He has his E ready. Oh no, Lilip! Oh no, he mistimes the E! Oh no, Lilip is dead! No! Oh my god, what am I witnessing? This is the perfect Fnatic chaos. They thrive in this kind of environment. It's insane. Look at this play again. Like, Hilly should be dead here as well, right? So they dodge the E from Hilly so they don't get stunned. Lilip and GenX are committing to the play. They execute Upset with the Q from Treats. Treats is very low already, and so is Lilip. Now Jesu and GenX are on the hunt, and now Treats jumps over this wall, whereas Hilly does too, so he doesn't get hit by the tower. And now he's just there and deals damage to Treats because damage is so weak at this point in time. Otherwise, he would kill Hilly any time of the week. But he has vision on Lilip because he has spotted the ward with the lens, I guess, and now he hits the perfect Q. What a timing, and he is red buff. So whether sooner or later he will kill this Braum. The E a little bit too overeager, so it doesn't kill him right there. But he gets Lilip in the end, and oh my, the mustache has been killed. And pull up goes the party table, or whatever that is. And that's one dead Braum, and Fnatic expanding on their lead. Hilly is already 3-1. This is madness. And now oh boy, now Hilly's dead, right? Yeah, Hilly's dead now. Oh no. Oh, it goes over to Lilip. I mean, the gold is shared in the kill, right? But the shutdown of Hilly goes to Lilip, and that's yeah. Not the ideal thing. So if you wanted to get your Lee Sin back into this game, you probably give the kill to Lee Sin, but it's questionable if he even gets it. And Treats is turbo far behind Bwipo right now. Bwipo is up a ton of CS, but it's just like this chaos that ensues all around the map now. Adam onto GenX, trying to get some decent trades going. The ult goes wide though, doesn't hit GenX, so no resets for the ultimate there. Uses the ultimate to instead shove out the minions, and now they're already trying to go for another bot play instead. Jesu taking the bait here. Now jumps away, but Treats and Lilip are still around. But blue is not here. Blue has TP though, so if he really wanted to, he could go for a very aggressive play, but Whipple smells blood in the water and is around. And they know that Treats is here, I believe. And Treats is... This could be bad. We see the hook. The hook hits onto Jezu. The jump is out. Lilip is still alive and kicking. Now they try to turn, but Niski is here. And the Herald is here as well. Will Lilip survive this? Yeah, Lilip just covers with his E. Everybody is still fine. The hooks connect. But yeah, they just want to get this Herald to crash into this bottom turret to kind of reestablish that so many plates have been taken for the side of SK. Some plate money towards Upset, Hilly, and Whippo. Now they're just backing off. Try to make some plays happen. Blue tried to make some play happen with his ultimate onto Adam, but Adam just runs away. And Genix now pathing back towards his top side. So in the next 35 seconds, there will be... Never mind, forget it. It's just permanent fighting. Whippo is now hitting Jezu. Lilip with a defending ultimate. Now Hilly executes Jezu with his ultimate. Man, this is so chaotic. There's so much fighting going on. It's insane. It's just wild. It's a classic Fnatic game, like constant in your face. This is what Fnatic have shown to do most of the time. And Niski now trying to trade with Blue, but Blue is just behind him, just poking and prodding ever so often. Trades definitely in the favor of Blue at the moment. And well, the Mountain Dragon has spawned. The Mountain Dragon is up and ready to be snacked. Question is, who will be the first one to go ahead and snack it? Because if the teams rise to the occasion and everyone is here, well, Buppo has to back off of this play, obviously. Now SK having the river control, establishing the crab lead. The crab lead. And Buppo onto Lilip now. Lilip taking a little bit of poking damage, and now Upset onto Jesu. Here comes the teleport by Adam. Adam is here and trying to get some fighting going, but nothing. Oh, the jump onto Treats with it. The chase continues. Niski and Adam onto Lilip, and Lilip will be towered off. No, Lilip will not be towered off. I'm sorry, I just couldn't keep up with the talking there. It's just so chaotic. It was just death for for Treats and Jesu. It's insane. But Genix will take the top side turret. So a little bit of evening out in the gold department. This will be the Mountain Dragon for Fnatic. And here we see a quick little recap how this boils down. Here in the backside, on this one ward in the bush, comes the teleport of Adam. So Jesu jumps away right there, I believe, because Whippo's coming in, so he jumps already. And Adam is here. Adam gets knocked back by the Lee Sin kick. And here comes Niski as well with the teleport onto Treats. Everfrost's Jesu and Treats are just caught in the thick of it, and everybody just turbo hits them in their face. Now as Adam and Niski continue to chase, well, nothing's going to happen off of this, but the Herald goes over towards Genix, who just takes it by his lonesome, but Hilly's here and Treats is here, but Treats will just smite it, I believe. Oh, he has smite on cooldown, never mind. But Jesu takes this Herald, whereas Hilly is just around to poke and prod, just make them scared a little bit that there may be some other Fnatic members around, which he can then use to pick someone off with his ultimate. Still continuing the pressure onto Treats, trying to force him out of his jungle. Here we see, obviously, game 5 of this week, of this day, will be Mad versus Rogue, so look out for that. This will be a bang of a game. Spring finalists match off against each other. And yeah, I don't really know what to talk about in this game anymore, because it's just so chaotic and there's non-stop fighting going on. Because Fnatic really want to push their advantage or their lead into the mid game, where we are headed at the moment, or where we are at so far, I should say. Still a couple minutes to go, and topside turret will now be raised. Adam and Hilly and Buppo just covering the topside to take that down. And yeah, it's kind of the performance that we expected, right? Fnatic always with their kind of aggressive playstyle, with their very pushy very in-your-face playstyle, as we've seen also yesterday, which didn't work out against Schalke 04, who played their comp very well to their advantage and just outplayed Fnatic outright. Or not outplayed, but they just choked out Fnatic's push power that they had. Whereas Schalke SK now trying to find a footing in this game. The early game wasn't really pleasant for Treats, as we can see in the farm department. He is still behind by a boatload of farm. Still 40 CS behind, whereas he was 30 before. He's even further behind right now. Nisqy is very well on his way to take over the game with 7 Darksteel stacks and the Everfrost completed. Heading up to, by the looks of it, either a Cosmic Drive or something else. Kraken Slayer completed for both AD carries. The AD carry department looks pretty even to me as of now. Top side, yeah, slightly favored towards Gen X, who has his Eclipse completed on his merry way to finish the Tier of the Goddess with his 360 stacks, where he is at 280 right now, so should be about to complete it in a couple minutes time from now. Point of interest will obviously be the next Dragon / Herald. If it spawns in time, well, the Herald has been taken anyway, so it's still on Gen X though. Gen X hasn't used it, but he most likely will use it here to either raise the Tier 1 or actually the Tier 2 tower. So using his positioning quite well. Now they just have to use the minions to allow the Herald to crash, and here will be the crash. Now they're backing off, running away, but Lilip is caught out of position slightly here. The terrain not in his favor, and now comes Whippo, and all of the commit is onto Lilip, and Lilip is just dead, and now comes Adam. Adam into the thick of it, whereas Jesu is just dead yet again. The ult of Pike goes white, so no further resets, but here comes Whippo and the entire punching squad of Fnatic, and to just race SK and completely annihilate them with the pure pressure that they have once they are in your face. Because Gen X was not around. It's just a 5v4 face beating, right? And it's, as mentioned before, there's a ton of melee champs. There is Whippo, there is Whippo is a champion right now, right? There is Viego, there is the Silas, there is Pike, and once they pick someone, it's just lights out, right? And Lilip jumping a little bit too deep into this engagement here. If he is a couple feet further from this fight here, he lives, but then he just steps back and just gets blown up by the composition of Fnatic. Then they continue on to Jesu. Jesu cannot really help anything because Nisqy Everfrosts, and then it's just doom, death, and destruction. The ultimate of Upset following up. Now, Treats gets the treatment again, and now Whippo is caught between 3 people here, and there's a couple more people on the top and bottom side. So TPs are coming in from Adam. So they really want this dragon to be taken right now, and they will keep on pushing with their lead. They are now 6k gold up, and they continue their very dominant stomp that they continued until the last game, where Schalke took them off of their 5-game winning streak, showing up strong with another game that looks about to be theirs. A very strong lead established so far. There's obviously Baron on the table right now to be snacked. And I think that SK can't really match them as of right now. Unless they allow them to set up for a Baron and get some decent fights out of it. It's gonna be pretty nasty for SK to fight into the comp of Fnatic, unless they establish some kind of footing. That's some decent poke from Gen X. So Gen X does a decent amount of damage. And here comes the next fight, where Hilly picks out Lilip. Lilip is out in the open again. Gen X now caught out of position at the Everfrost. Here comes the reset from Whippo, and Whippo is on the hunt, going for even more kills. Treats in the front line, just buying time, running away, running for the hills, so the rest of his team may survive. Treats going for the valiant sacrifice. This will be, though, the Baron for the side of Fnatic. Hilly dying in the skirmish that we were just witnessing a couple seconds ago. I don't know why, but my nose is itching like crazy. I am so sorry. Yeah, well, here is the Baron for Fnatic, and they will keep on with their stellar performance. Finding a decent pick here, just going for the reset, pick up their items, head back. Here the quick little recap. Yes, Lilip again getting caught out of position at the Everfrost onto Gen X. Look at the Everfrost by Nisqy here. Nisqy jumps in with the E. No, he just Everfrost blind. Or outright. And then comes the follow-up engagement. Niski not, or Hilly not finding the reset onto Lilip with his ultimate. And Treats is just running towards this blue side just to buy time for his team to survive. And yeah, the damage numbers speak for themselves. Look at that. 92 damage. Gwen is not balanced, guys. So I don't really know what else to say here. It is just... It looks kind of lights out for SK here. I'm not gonna lie. This is quite the brutal... It's just a slaughter. I mean, just Fnatic walk up and just say, hello, we're here. This is our wallet. And they just slap you down. That's just what it looks like, right? It's just a stellar performance by Fnatic, by the roster of Fnatic. Adam showing up kind of okay in this match. He is where he needs to be at certain points in time. Hilly now on his lonesome in his top side, but he's obviously covered by most of his teammates, so he can't just be on the solo lane and push, whereas Niski, Upset, and Bwipo are pushing up this mid wave to raise any towers that are still alive, whereas Adam is just splitting away. So if I feel like if SK find like one engagement, it should be this one. Because Adam has no way of following up this team fight here, because he doesn't have teleport. But it's obviously very scary to go for those kind of engagements. Hilly's just on his lonesome. Treats now going in. They really try to get him and get the Pyke, who is caught out of position. But Pyke is a very mobile champion, and this is just a continuation of what's happening. Blue gets executed because he is overstaying a little bit, because Fnatic just overcommit. This is the comp that Fnatic like to play like the most. They really like this. I'm gonna jump in, I'm gonna hit you in the face, I'm gonna execute you outright. Team compositions where there is a huge brawl going on, and SK don't know how to match this at all in this kind of scenario. This is most likely going to be the punch for lights out. 30 seconds on the Baron left. They might take this inhibitor and then back off, because in 1 minute there is the Infernal Dragon spawning. Niski just shooting everyone away with the stolen Tristana ultimate, just playing it safe. The inhibitor will not be taken though. So 3 inhibs down would be very painful. They use the Baron just for the last reset. Just go back into the base, pick up their items, get even stronger. And look at the gold difference. What else do I have to say? It's about a 12k gold difference right now. Slight gold gap, as people in the esports industry would say. A little gold gap. Yeah. Runon's now onto Upset. Runon's Hurricane for even more spread damage onto the side of SK. Dragging this up in about 15 seconds. But if Fnatic really want, they just come in and use it and strike you down with a money hammer, right? Just use their brute force and just come in and slap you down. I think this is what it's gonna boil down to. So yeah, we just see Fnatic pushing. They can take pretty much, they just push everything in and just take objectives whenever they want. But I think they want to look to end the game right here and right now, if possible. Now SK have to find like one good engagement, and if they pick one person off, it's okay. Most likely they wanted to pick off Bwipo, but Adam is kinda okay. Treats is caught out of position, kicks Niski away, goes golden, Treats dead. Never mind, he jumps away. Hilly onto Janex. Hilly deals a ton of damage. Listen, he has the Strike Breaker. Okay, but Hilly's now dead. The third inhib is down, and this will be the push for Fnatic, but Fnatic have lost some games this way as well. Now Lilip with the Fissure, Glacial Fissure. Zoning off Bwipo, but here comes the engagement onto Treats. Treats is taking a huge beating, but now comes a re-engage, and Adam is here, and Gwen does a ton of damage. And this is gonna be like a 1-for-1 trade in the support department, whereas Fnatic is just gonna back off, outstaying a little bit, expecting them to be a little stronger than they into the comp of SK than they actually are, because SK has a ton of zoning potential as well if you want to. Like the Lee Sin just can kick you away, the Jace can E you away if he really wants to. And Adam now with the Magi Soul Stealer has 9 stacks, so does Niski with about 12 stacks on the Magi's. Dragon will be the Infernal Dragon as a nice little topping to the side of Fnatic, so even more damage for them. The gold lead has kind of even not a little bit, not really. It's still 11k gold ahead for Fnatic. But now double super minions pushing in and 20 seconds up to the Baron. What do you do here? You just can't do anything. I mean, Genex is kind of okay in the game, I feel like. Now he gets caught out of position. Here comes everyone, and Genex gets executed by the Pike ultimate. Now Niski is here, and here comes Glacial Fisher just to zone him off, and now the overextension of SK will bite them in the back. And Lilip dies. Here's Adam. Tons of damage onto Treats. Another ultimate goes wide. Now Blue can't do anything. Treats can't do anything. Jesu can't do anything. But here, Hilly dies under the tower. But now Blue gets executed. Gets killed. And this is just easy clap for Fnatic at this point in time. They just walk up and slap you in the face with their money. As mentioned before, easy game, easy life. SK lose this. Good job, Fnatic. Losing to Schalke yesterday, but now continuing strong again. Showing up big time. With kind of a similar comp like yesterday. And I think if SK weren't like, I think it all started with kind of this first blood in the bot side jungle, which was kind of enabling that Treats never got online with at least Sin. So he was permanently behind. And yeah, this is just the end of it. GG's Fnatic. The next game will be a fun one. It will be G2 versus the Misfits. So stay tuned for this one. This is going to be it for me for the third game of today, Fnatic versus SK. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.